All right, sorry about that. We are getting, I think I got better signal now, hopefully. So we'll get this balanced out here. All right, so we have two cases. Hopefully we continue to have decent signal. I have good internet here, but I don't know why I'm having issues. But I'm just gonna open up two mail day items before we get to the cases, so we can get a couple more viewers here for the live stream. But so it's gonna be pretty boring opening two cases, so I'll to be active and want you guys to ask me any and everything. What are my collection goals? What's my rarest card? Anything you know about me that you don't know, and hopefully we can pull 10,000 dragons. So this first mail day, and this is we have Parasite, Amazoness, Archers, Strike Ninja, and Chaos Rider Gustav. So I just want to check the conditions on these real fast. He said they're minty, so I'd say that one's pretty good. And so an interesting backstory to this, these are not mine. He lives in Canada, so but the seller did not want to ship to Canada, so I'm kind of like a very trusted middleman. So I'm opening these cases in hopes to pull a 10,000 dragon, not only for all right, hopefully we share from Troll and Toad. So yeah, the guy, he paid for them. He shipped me the boxes, or the seller shipped me the box, and then I'm opening it for interesting opening. Wow, I about cut that card. Good old Troll and Toad, not even putting top loaders. So we should have some tournament pack cards. Good God. Tournament pack cards in here. I think there's cards down here too, which is freaking this. I mean, they sealed it shut. I don't know. It's about dumb. Okay. So yeah, we got a couple tournament pack cards here that I'm gonna have to look through. Hopefully they're in decent condition. I don't expect PSA. Yeah, so we got 3 Maiden of Moonlights. I mean, for Troll and Toad standards, they're pretty good. So not too mad about that. And I have more cards here on the other side. I just want to make sure I don't cut into them because this is some weird packaging. And we have a Queen of, some more Tournament Pack 2 stuff. Queen of Autumn Leaves, Turpurin. All right, so, wow, these are actually pretty mint. So, all right, so, well, we're gonna get started here with the actual case. So this guy could just literally tape 2 cases together. I've looked at the seals, they all look to be factory sealed. Should be legit boxes, so we're just gonna open up this top box right now, and our favorite tonight. All right. Make sure they're English, everything looks legit. Yep, English edition, first edition. All the wrappers look good on it. So I'm just gonna keep the big box here in the back, and we're just gonna start ripping. We are on box 1. So if we pull a Starlight, I'm not supposed to open any more boxes in the case. So for my sake, I want to pull, if we're gonna pull a Starlight, I want to pull it very early on, so I don't have to open all these packs. So if we're gonna pull a Starlight, make it box 1, please. And then if I open a Starlight in this top case, then I'm supposed to move to the bottom case and open until we pull a Starlight or bust. So this the corner here. So I've already opened this. I think I've opened 3 boxes on my channel. So We got 24 packs times 24 boxes, so I am just gonna absolutely shred. And if we see some Starlight on the foil, actually, I think it's gonna be right here in the front. So I'm literally just gonna rip and go. If I see a a Chaos Emperor with Armageddon, I will put it off to the side, and Invocation off to the side. I'll probably just stack the secrets in a pile and the ultras in a pile. But yeah, I'm not even gonna go through the cards, or we're gonna be here all night. So we want to see that effect 10,000 dragon right in the front. We got a Danger Jackalope. Yeah, I mean, there's some decent ultras, but I think most of this stuff is about stabilized to 0. I think Chaos Emperor, the reprint of the YCS prize card, has stabilized around 30, and I'm not sure what Invocation's at, but they're both about 2 a case, so not easy to pull. But there are 59 ultras and 33 secrets, so definitely short printed secrets. And hopefully, I've never pulled a Starlight, so this would be the time to do it. I would be happy with either. Obviously, I know he's wanting 10,000, but hopefully we can pull in this first case and then have a chance to pull another one in the second case. I mean, pulling 2 in the same case would be astronomical. I would think it would almost be impossible. So, not pulled anything too crazy right of yet. We're gonna have an absolute mound of ultra rares though. But so I'll try to keep chatting. I remember Fossil Fusion was a decent one at one point. But like I said, if you guys want to know anything about my personal collection, collection goals, hardest card, yeah, Prime. Ruxin got 2 Starlights in return of the Duelist, which has 5 Starlight rares, and yeah, in that there's normally 1 a case. So I mean, he did beat the odds by getting 2 in a case, but there are also 5 Starlights in that set, so the pull ratio is probably higher than pulling either of these. So, but I'm sure it is possible. I'm just, for our sake, not gonna risk it, and he didn't want to risk it. So, well, we're probably about halfway through the first box here. I didn't pull a Chaos Emperor, but I did pull 2 Invocations, and I got a bunch of Lost Art promos when the Harpy Queen just came out, so I sold off those, and I barely made money off of it. But I still have, I think, 2 boxes sealed. All right, so Numeron. This will be the 4th box that I've opened, and hopefully we can have 2 good cases here. Just gotta see that Starlight right on the front. Not gonna do any card trick or anything. Not gonna waste the time on opening 24 boxes. Yeah, I knew Cross Sheep got reprinted. Lion and Artifact Sanctum. I think there was like a Numeron wall or something that had a little value at the beginning, but I think it's kind of tanked. All right. Trishula, I like the artwork on this. I don't think it's worth anything anymore, but What's the best card I've ever pulled? Well, at the time, back in 2017, I bought an LOB box for about $1,000 at the time, and I pulled an LOB blue or a LOB Dark Magician. So in terms of value now, it graded a PSA 10. So in terms of value now, that's probably the most expensive card I've pulled. I opened an MRD box, and I had I pulled Time Wizard and Mirror Force, so those were two really fun pulls. And like just random pack luck. I pulled an unlimited original print Blue Eyes out of a 2002-10 that I opened, and then I've also pulled a couple random. Well, I opened a Pharaoh Servant first edition blister and pulled an Imperial Order out of one blister. So that was probably like, that's what really got me into opening things, which was bad because I've opened a lot of stuff and had some pretty bad boxes too. So, but Dark Magician most valuable, but and probably one of my favorite pulls was the Dark Magician. LOB is just super nostalgic. I mean, first set, so. I did pull a, what's the card? Pulled the best card out of the Bakura Legendary collection not too long ago, so that was that was the best card out of that set, and it's still worth about $100, so that was a pretty good pull. Fossil Warrior Skull King. So we are one pack away from being done with one of 24 boxes. So, like I said, we are opening until we pull a Starlight. And then if we pull a Starlight in the first case, we're going to be done opening those boxes. And we're going to move to the second case. So through one box, 0 Starlights. And I'm going to have an absolute pile. Should have brought it. Got a trash bag. I'm gonna be back real fast. I'm gonna go get a trash bag. All right. Like I said, one of 24. Hopefully, we don't have to open them all because that means we will have pulled a Starlight. So, as you can see, all are still in the case, except the one. Just gonna leave it there. And we are on to box 2. So if you guys magically ask any questions or anything there in the last like 30 seconds, I was gone getting a trash bag. So if you guys want to re-ask it so I can see it, I will gladly try to answer. Wow, these are like, the plastic is like stuck to the box. All right, there we go. So no Invocation, no Chaos Emperor, and no Starlight. Can we have some first pack magic? No. The print, hopefully if we can pull a 10,000, hopefully it's well-centered, because I know a lot of them are not. Or just, you know, at least ding-free and no edge whitening or anything like that, because I've seen a couple Starlights straight out of the pack damage with creases or something wrong with them, and we would not want that. I just want to pull it. So if you guys missed the initial story, these are not my boxes. I've had I'm a pretty epic middleman on this deal. The guy's from Canada, and the guy he was buying from didn't want to ship to Canada, so he shipped them to me, and he's letting me open them for him. And if I pull a Starlight, I'm sending him the Starlight. So we should pull at least, probably, if we end up opening them all, we should pull at least about 4 or more of every short printed secret. So no real crazy pulls yet. That first box was pretty bad. This guy paid a pretty good penny for these, but if you can pull a 10K, he will make his money. I know a guy that just graded a 10K, and he sold it very fast for what he was asking for it, and it was over $3,000. So I personally, I mean, it's not a playable card. It should be semi-pack fresh. I know the centering's been bad, so that's going to deter a lot from getting a 10. But, I mean, anything new that you're grading, I wouldn't pay too big of a premium on a PSA 10. Yeah, it was a 10 that sold, a PSA 10. It wasn't even it was not a BGS 10 or anything like that, just a PSA 10. So some people pay the premium for the 10, but on this new stuff, I'm not a huge fan of paying for it. I would probably pay a little premium for Blackluster Soldier or Stardust Dragon from the collector rare from Toon Chaos, but that's just because those are two older cards that I have in Ghost Rare. I think this was worth, I'll put it off to the side, it was worth like $1 at one point. But yeah, I have Stardust and Blackluster Soldier from IOC and the Duelist Genesis in PSA 10, so I kind of draw to those cards in Toon Chaos's reprints. PSA 9, yeah, I think a PSA 10 Stardust Ghost Rare in first edition is like over 5,000 at this point, which is ridiculous. I bought, I think, 2 Dark Magician Girl BGS 9 and 2 Artifact Ignition back-to-back and 2 Ghost Stardust BGS 9s back in around 2017 or 18 for, I think, $1,000 total. And I ended up cracking one of the Stardust and one of the Dark Magician Girls, and they both crossed the PSA 10s. So I made out like a bandit on that deal. But at the time, it was, I mean, it is still, $1,000 is always a lot of money, but it was it was above market price for those cards. There's our first Judgment, the Dragon of Heaven. That's one of the cover arts, but I don't think it's worth more than $1. But I do think it looks pretty cool. So we are about 2/3 away through box number 2. Danger Jackalope. Someone's dog is not happy. All right. Just looking to see that Starlight peek on that edge. Numeron Calling, that's our 3rd one, and we've not, there's another Numeron secret rare that we've not pulled at all yet, and we've not pulled, so. Like I said, I think those are about 2 a case though, so they are kind of harder to pull. This was worth about $1 at one point, so I'll put it off to the side. Might have saturated out though and not be worth much. Yeah, Numeron Network, yeah, not pulled one of those yet. Maybe will bring us some luck. Nope. Chimera Tech. It only takes one pack to make this an epic opening, which is, I think, what a lot of collectors have been wanting, people that don't necessarily play anymore. Hey, there we go, Numeron Network. You know, they want a reason to open this stuff, and these old, like these chase cards are doing it for them. And Toon Chaos, I'm glad I got a case of Toon Chaos. Ruxin and I, we split 2 different cases. We split one case, and then he went and checked his mail, and he had another case that he was supposed to have gotten the day before, and we ended up opening it. So, and then we split our 3rd case, so I still have 4 sealed boxes of first edition Toon Chaos, and I think he has about the same. And we both pulled 1 collector rare out of our 6 boxes, so there should be 2 more collector's rares between us. So that's gonna do it for box number 2. And we are still looking for the top 4 cards in this set, with the 2 Starlights and Invocation and the Chaos Emperor. All right, so we are on box number 3. I got my penny sleeves ready, my top loaders ready. I'm ready to pull a Starlight. Will box number 3 be the box? Hello there. High rate draw. Our ultra pile is not too crazy high over here yet, but we will have an absolute mountain if we open all these boxes. So we're about 23 minutes in, so hopefully I don't spend more than about 10 minutes a box. And really, hopefully, like I said, we can pull that Starlight in, you know, the first 4 or 5 boxes here and move on to case number 2. For his sake, so he can do whatever he wants with the boxes, and for my sake, where I don't have to open them all. It definitely helps having the best card on the front, because I don't have to go through all the cards. I'm trying, Prodigy. I'm trying. I've not watched terribly too many Battle Legend pack openings, but I've really not seen Utopia be pulled as much, and I think it's, I'm not sure the price on it, if it's around $500 or if it's gotten below that yet or not, but I would think Time Stream, that was worth $1 at one point. I would think it would be worth about as much. The pull rate seemed to be about the same, based on a guy who opened like, I don't know how many cases. Yeah, so Prodigy's watching. If you guys like anything old school, free shout out to him here. He's doing a box break, so I did an LOD box break where I sold off packs, and I just opened them up 1 through 24, and whatever slot you were in, that was what pack you got. I shuffled up the packs. So he's doing a similar thing with Pharaonic Guardian first edition. So I bought 3 packs off of him. He's selling them for $42 a pack. So I have 3 packs out of the box. So I mean, you can pull Ring of Destruction, Great Dizard. There's like Yugioh Richie, I think's in there. So I mean, some really cool old school cards. So if you can't afford a full box, there we go, Numeron Network. If you can't afford, you know, an $800 or $900 booster box, this is a good way to get in on you know, having a guaranteed chance at unweighed packs. I mean, you're not going to be guaranteed a, you know, hollow pulled from one of your packs, but it's about as safe a way to get unweighed packs as possible. And you know, the ratio there is there where there's probably going to be 6 or 7 hollows in your box. So, I mean, you have a decent chance. So if you guys are interested, to hit him up on Instagram, Yu-Gi-Oh! Prodigy. What a first edition Duelist Genesis box would go for. I'm not even sure if they printed first edition. They might have just very slightly in like a Europe pre-release or something, because I've seen some Ancient Prophecy first edition boxes floating around, which I did not think existed. There's Crossroads of Chaos, Ancient Prophecy, Duelist Genesis, and oh, it's SOVR with Majestic Star. I can't think of what SOV stands for. Numeron Calling, there we go, that's a decent pull. But those 4 ghosts can only, unless you get really lucky, and find a pre-release first edition box, those 4 packs can only be found in first edition in tins. Yeah, Stardust Overdrive, there we go. Can only be found in tins, certain tins from whatever year that was from. So the likelihood of pulling a ghost, I mean, is like 1 in, what is it? 1 a case. So 1 in about, oh, you know, 240 packs or 120 packs or something. And so it's just unlikely that too many more of those ghost rares from that era are going to pop up in mint condition. I know a guy that was lucky enough to pull 2 Stardust Ghost in 1 pack. I don't know if he still has video of it, but I think he pulled 3 in 1 tin and 2 in 1 pack. That's how crazy, like, it was just, he had the luck. I mean, that's like the craziest pull I've ever seen. There we go. So there's our first Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. So this is about 1 in 2 boxes, or sorry, 2 in about 1 case, if I could do math. So we'll put that in a sleeve. There we are. So that is the best card in the set besides the Starlights. First one of those I've pulled. I've opened, what's this, box number 6 now. So overall that I've opened box 3 of this case. So we should pull at least 1 more in this case. And I would think that card will go up in value just based on how hard it is to pull. But don't use me as a market guide on this new stuff I'm unfamiliar with. And heck, I don't even know what the old school market's going to do. And that's all I focus on normally and have been focusing on for the last 5 years or so. So I keep thinking it's going to dip down, but it just continues to go up and up and up. More people get in. Pokemon people have come in. Other people have got some disposable income, getting older and remember their old cards and want to buy them. And everyone wants mint cards, and there's just only so many mint cards out there from 2002 and 2003. So it's crazy times. I collected just to collect, and then it's ended up growing into a very, I cannot afford my collection anymore, pretty much. So it looks like we got about 3 packs here in this box number 3. I would love to pull that Starlight anytime here. Dark Arm, the Dragon of Annihilation. Love the artwork on that one as well. But yeah, you're not guaranteed a Starlight in a case, which is just, I mean, you want a chase card, there's your chase card. So there's the cover art there again. All right, last pack of box 3. And I have yet to determine what, you know, if 044 in that box is like a European or what the difference between the check marks are. Fossil Dragon, So strikeout on box 3 here, except we did pull Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. So not a bad pull there. So box number 4. 4 of 24. I think those cases are North Americans. That's good to know. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea. I figured these were North American, but I just, because with Toon Chaos, they had the same kind of setup, and some of us all in North America had some checked on the left and some checked on the right, so I didn't know if there was multiple printing places in America and European places have different numbers, or what the issue is. Or, I mean, I don't think there is any real difference. There's another cover art there, Darkness Metal, the Dragon of Dark Steel, like that artwork as well. Unfortunately not worth a whole lot, but let's find that Starlight. Dun, dun, dun. Weathering Soldier. So about 2 or 3 more boxes. I'm gonna have to start a second ultra pile, it looks like. I'd love to see that effect border shine there. There's a Numeron network, so one of the better secrets you can pull. High rate draw. What's my day job? I am an engineer. So I do a bunch of drawings, some paperwork, a lot of phone calls, but yeah, some math every once in a while. Use some of the things I learned in school, but a lot of it just making sure people are happy. Yeah, and luckily, well, depending on how you look at it, luckily I don't have any kids or really any, major expenses in life. So for now, I can continue to splurge a little bit on myself. All right, let's get that Starlight. Think we have not pulled Invocation, so we have not pulled, even through about 4 boxes here, we have not pulled all the secrets yet. What's the most expensive card in my collection? 3 packs from now, that's a bold statement. The most expensive card in my collection, it depends, well, it really doesn't depend on the day. LOB first edition Wavy Blue Eyes is the most expensive card. Put that off to the side. I have a wavy and a glossy, so that's probably the 1-2 punch. And then it probably drops down to the Shonen Jump Championship prize card, Cyberstein, for number 3 slot around, I don't know. They vary pretty greatly. Wavy, I know of a guy who bought a wavy for over 20K. And if I had to guess on a glossy right now, someone might be crazy enough to pay 15, 16K for one. So definitely not what I paid for them. I've graded probably 90% of my collection myself. The wavy and glossy blue eyes, I've graded both. I paid just over $1,000 for my wavy blue eyes and probably $200 for my glossy blue eyes. I've actually, with combination between BGS and PSA, I think I've graded 6 Gem Mint LOB blue eyes. I think I've graded 2 9.5s at BGS and 4 PSA 10s, and I've sold them all except 2. And I sold 2 of my PSA 10 blue eyes like 3 or 4 years ago for around $1,000 each. So that kind of hurts that they've jumped that much in price. And then I sold another one for $6,000. So I mean, still way less than now, but I've used a lot of that money to be able to buy other stuff. So, I mean, if you factor in, you know, I could say I spent that $1,000 to buy, I spent that $1,000 to buy those 2 Dark Magician girls and 2 Stardust, and then I've turned that into, you know, 6,000 or 7,000. So, you know, I can say, I guess I've never really regretted buying anything, but I've always kind of regretted selling. But I mean, no one really knew, and I'm still not certain that the market can you know, sustain these prices, because it is insane and the growth is insane. But I mean, if people continue to get in the game and are willing to shell out that kind of money, then I guess it's justified. But if I were collecting now, there's no way I could afford my collection. I mean, but I got in at the right time and I started collecting what I like to collect, and I sold off my spares to buy stuff I didn't have, and that's just how it went for me. You know, I've had 3 or 4 DDS blue eyes, and I think I've sold off a PSA 10 for $700 or $800, and now they're 4K or something. So it just, you win some and you lose some, but I wouldn't have all the cards I have if I've held on to those bigger name ones. So to me, it wasn't about the money. It was what I wanted to collect, and the cards I've collected have grown in value too. So maybe not as much, but I've never really lost money on buying anything. But I'm not recommending people spend your you know, your savings on this old school stuff, because there will come a moment where that is the peak, the mountain of the price of that card, and you'll have to set on it for 5 years, or it'll go down and you'll be out that money. So but yeah, there's still always some stuff that you know, I'm wanting to collect that I don't have, so that's keeping me interested in the game. There's always, I mean, there's going to be cards that I never get in PSA 10, and I'm going to have to accept that. But you know, my first submission, I got I think I sent a blue eyes in, and it got a PSA 4, because I'm like, I'm never going to spend, you know, $200 or $300 on this card. I'm never going to spend that much money for a Yu-Gi-Oh card to try to get it in PSA 10. You know, I was happy with my played PSA 4, and I was very content with that. And then I slowly was buying cards and selling cards and making enough money to slowly build up enough money to buy these expensive cards in a higher grade or higher condition. And then my collection just, you know, slowly grown from there. But obviously, there are way more graded cards now than when I started, and it's a lot easier to price a graded card than an ungraded card. So I was buying people's collections, and there was just ungraded cards on the market. I think I got all my Exodia pieces for probably an average of $60-$70. And I mean, now you couldn't even find a mint limb laying around. So just times have changed, and they're they're not making any more of them, and people are are absolutely insane if they're opening LOB first edition. I have one sealed box, that it would take something crazy for me to open it. Because I've opened the one, I was like, okay, I've opened the one, and that was my fun. And I end up opening all 24 packs, hoping to pull a Trihorn, because LOB is not, you can't scale the packs. So I tried to scale the packs to get the heavier packs, and save the lighter ones just for my sealed collection, and I end up opening all of them throughout time. So I do have I bought 8 wavy print packs, and those are scalable. So I do have a couple of those sealed still. And then I pulled a left leg and a trap hole out of that, the just, loose packs. And now you couldn't find a loose unweighed LOB pack. So that's where the box breaks really come into an advantage. Because someone's going to get something. You might not necessarily, but the odds are there for you to at least get something. Where if someone magically had 24 random first edition sealed LOB packs, the odds that you pull 6 hollows out of them are slim to none. We're still looking for Invocation, and we're obviously still looking for Starlight, but we are only box number 5 in. We're building our Ultra Pyramid over here pretty tall. So we're 43 minutes in, so I'll try to speed this up because I do not want to be up until midnight opening up these packs. Pulled 3 of those so far. Yeah, I know. I got a pretty sweet gig here. Just how it worked out. I'm a middleman on. This is the first time I've done something like this, but I'm a middleman for another guy who lives in England, and so I get to handle all of his old expensive cards that he purchases. He recently graded a wavy Red Eyes, Dark Magician, and Blue Eyes all in the same submission at BGS and BGS 9.5s. So he finds crazy stuff, and for mostly good deals too. But he's not afraid to pay a premium either. But so I've I've held a lot of LOB cards in my day that are not been mine, but I appreciate his trust of me in them because I enjoy seeing them and grading them for him and getting them to their maximum potential. All right, let's keep on trucking. Specimen inspection. I don't really get the whole concept of like no supers or commons or rares or anything, but everyone's about max rarity, which, I mean, if everything's a secret or an ultra in this set, then really that's just like a rare and a common to me. So Numeron Calling, there we go. I think that's the second one we've pulled of that. Let's find the Starlight. Finally got a little different setup here. I got like a edge-mounted arm for my camera, so I should have a little better angle now. Numeron Network. for my future videos. Trishula. Actually think my arm is in the way a little bit. Get that. It's like a 3-foot arm though, so if you bump into it, it really starts bouncing, which is the only downside to it. But there's the cover card again. All right, we got 2 packs in box number 5. All right, so we're gonna really have to start getting shredding here to be done by probably about 10:30 if we don't get a. I'd really love to yank the Starlight and be done with this case. I love opening stuff, but if we're gonna pull it, we might as well just pull it. All right, so wouldn't call it a strikeout. I mean, there's still some valuable cards, but not the big one that we're looking for. So I'm gonna take a drink here. And on to box 6. So we're not even a quarter of the way done, so we have major hope still. So I think 10K is about 1. Oh well, I think a Starlight's about 1 in 2 cases, so hopefully you tape the right case on top here. If it gets too late, I'll probably do stop at this case, and we'll do another live opening tomorrow night of case number 2. But if we pull a Starlight here anytime soon, we'll jump to case 2 and we'll open them all tonight. All right, let me get my somewhat valuable cards here a little more organized. All right. So many ultra rares. Wonder if like Troll and Toad still does like ultra rare bulk with sets like this. Just want to rip it open and find that sparkling edge. 10 packs from now. There's 1 pack. Two packs. Three packs. I am opening for someone. These are not my cards. So, yeah, the guy lives in Canada. The guy he wanted to buy cards from said, hey, I'm not shipping to Canada. So the guy in Canada sent me the money. I paid for him. The seller shipped him to me. And then I'm opening until we pull a Starlight for the guy. And then I'm shipping him the Starlight and all the boxes that we've not opened to him. But if I open a Starlight here in this first case, then I'm not opening any more packs in the first case, and I'm opening the second case, and we're doing the same, open until Starlight or bust. So I'm saving that. There we go. There's our first invocation. So I'm saving that guy a lot of time, I guess. But I get to get views from you guys, get to talk to you guys, get to open, you know, cool cards. And so I don't really mind it. And if we can pull him a Starlight, it'll be my first Starlight, so it'll be fun story to remember that I pulled my first Starlight for that wasn't even mine. Last box of this case and first box of second case. I hope. I really don't want it to be I mean, I'd rather it be the last box than no box, but I want it to be sealed Blair supply to spike. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if 10,000 Dragon will, you know, create a shortage of these boxes in the future or not. You know, with people opening them, trying to get it. I have a couple sealed boxes still, but I'll probably never open them. Yeah, so we are probably only due for one more invocation and one more Chaos Emperor in this whole case, which is insane that there's only 33 secrets, and 2 of them are pulled only twice in an entire case. Fossil Fusion, I don't know what's maintained value or not in this set. Yeah, the stack of ultras, it's probably going to touch the ceiling before we get done. I don't even want to touch them or they'll come crashing down here. I mean, what are they? 5 cards a pack here, I guess, and we've opened about 6 boxes, so 4 ultras a box, or 4 ultras a pack, times 24 is 96, times 6 is what, like 576 or something. So we have about, you know, about 600 ultras sitting in a pile here. See, I used my engineering degree to calculate that one. All right, so strike out on box number 6. All right, is this the box? I hope it is. I hope it is. First pack here. Lucky number 7, I hope. I would be wild. I would, if we pulled like a misprint pack where 2 of them were in it. Yes, I think Skull Knight is. I've opened 2 boxes of that, and I pulled 0. So yeah, I can't complain. I didn't have to pay for any of this, so this is just free entertainment for me. I'm currently watching Shameless on Netflix, so I could be watching that instead, but that'll be there when I'm done with this. I don't even know what I'll do if I actually like just, you know, rip a pack open and flip it over and and there the Starlight is. I'll kind of be shocked because I'm just kind of in the zone of just, you know, if it's not Invocation or a Chaos Emperor, I just kind of don't even really think about it and just move on to the next one. I have to do something with this pile here pretty soon, though. It'll also be interesting to see if 10,000 can keep its price point. There's a nice one, Numeron Network, but look at that corner ding. I don't know if you both see it or not, but I mean, straight out of the pack, corner ding. So hopefully something like that, if we pull a Starlight, does not happen. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see, in a year or so, if 10K can keep its price point to where it is around, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 thousand, because I mean, I know of a couple people that have like 20, 30 copies, and if they quit buying them up because their money's tied elsewhere, there's a Numeron calling. If their money's tied up elsewhere, or newer sets come out where they're not focusing on keeping this card price up, I would think that the supply will outweigh the demand and it'll slowly trickle down. But I cannot see into the future, and Yu-Gi-Oh surprises me every day in the prices of some of these cards. So nothing would shock me. It could go to 2,000 or 3,000, or it could tank to about 200 or 300. It would probably take $600 or $700 for me to buy one. Or at least below 1,000, and they did dip down to about 900. Yeah, and it is a good looking card, especially with the the 10K embossed, or not embossed, but kind of printed in the description field. But it's purely a collector card, so if there's not enough collectors out there, and just doing the math, if there are actually 10,000 of them, thinking about like Return of the Duelist. So Starlight, or a 10K is about 1 in 2 cases pulled. So 1 in 2 cases, the pull ratio, let's say. If you have 5 Starlights from Return of the Duelist, and you have say you have a pull ratio of 1 Starlight per case. But if you have 5 Starlights, then it would take 5 cases to get that specific Starlight. So in that regard, it's harder to pull a specific Starlight from Return of the Duelist than it is 10K, because there's 2 Starlights in this set. So say it takes 4 cases to get both Starlights, but it takes 5 cases for Return of the Duelist to get all 5 Starlights. So a specific Starlight is 1 in 5, where a specific Starlight here is 1 in 4. So I just don't know if the price point truly reflects how hard it is or isn't to pull versus other sets with more Starlights. All right, we got 3-4 packs left here in box number 7. But like I said, just takes 1 pack. 1 pack makes this entire opening worthwhile. I don't know if there's any effect secret. So if we see an effect card on front, I think it about had to be 10K. Nope, sorry. Armor White Bear. So there are a couple. All right, we have just eclipsed over the hour mark, so we are through 7 boxes. So, but the first about 10 minutes or so, I kind of was slow. So hopefully we can do a box about every 8 minutes, and I can get through this case here within the next, half an hour. Or hopefully we can pull the Starlight and be done with the case and move on to the next one. All right, box 8. It's gonna be the box. Yep, box 8. Got 4 left. All right, what do I want to do with this pile? We're just gonna tuck it right there and start a new one. Get a drink here. Okay. Still looking for that second Chaos Emperor. Not pulled anything too crazy in the last couple boxes. I do like the multiple pack artworks too. That'd been cool, like kind of like Pokemon's been doing for years. It'd been cool if they'd done that in LOB, where you had your Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes in the background or something. But they did not, so be glad that they have started doing it. I think they'll probably continue doing that for the future. Wouldn't think it'd be too hard for them to do. Oh boy! There it is. Watermelon, you just brought the luck. Just brought it. I got goosebumps. I don't know if you can see, but I got them. Goosebumps. So it is a little off-centered, but the corners look to be pretty good. There's that 10,000 down there. That is awesome. So we're gonna probably open the rest of this box, and then we're gonna move on to, yep, corners look good, back looks really good. So there it is. So we're gonna move on to case number 2. So this thing is going straight into a sleeve. Straight into a sleeve. Straight into a never used card saver. That was box number 8. All right, let me get this pushed down in there. So there we have it. 10K. So that's the one you want. All right, so we'll put that right there on that pile of ultras, see if we can get it to stand up. All right, so we are done. We're gonna continue to open this box. Actually, we're just gonna be done. These aren't my cards, so we'll see what he wants me to do with this. So box number 1, we have 4 sealed boxes, and this box still sealed. And then, so now I'm gonna have to cut box 1 off from box 2, and now we're going to start on case number 2 in hopes to pull another one. So I don't think there's any particular placement in the case. We can try to skip down to that level and see if a case is magically mappable. But so in this case, there's still for sure probably another Invocation and another Chaos Emperor. But if you're going to pull it, that's the one to pull. So that is beautiful. All right. So it's going to take me a little bit here to get this cut in half, I think. I was wondering how he was going to ship it, if he was going to put it in a bigger box or how he was going to do this. But he literally just taped the absolute snot out of these boxes and then shipped them. So I did not buy. This guy that lives in Canada wanted to buy a couple cases, and the seller did not want to ship to Canada, so he shipped to me, and then I am opening for him, and I'm going to ship him that 10K and whatever else he wants. All right, so we kind of got it. All right, so this box is done for. So here we have it, contents verified, factory sealed, inspected by blah, blah, blah. So here we are, box number 2. Let's make sure, yep, still factory sealed. Bottom's factory sealed. So 12 24-pack booster boxes. He, I'm sure, would love to pull another 10,000, but since I'm opening them, I'm going to hope for a Utopia, but you're not guaranteed either of them, so what do you guys think? Do you think we should skip down to that second level of boxes, or do you think we should just open them here from the top? Skip down. Do we want to see if it's mappable? All right, so, all right, start with box 8. I'm not for sure, but I think I used, so I think it was this back corner was the one that was box number 8 to me. So right there is box number 8. So we'll just kind of put those up on top there. So here we have, there we go, get that tucked back there. This is the same location in the case as we just pulled that one. So we'll magically see if we can pull another one in the same location. That'll make for a much quicker opening than it looked like we were gonna do. It looked like we were gonna be here until about midnight opening packs, so see if we can get that leaned up right there, maybe. I don't know if it looked better. Try to get some good light on it, but don't know if it'll happen or not. Let's just look at it again. There it is. All right, so we'll just put that right there, and I'll probably knock it over about 10 times and then decide to move it. All righty, so that was fun. Let's do it again. Box 1, but slot 8 of case 2. Are you going to be cracking cases? Yeah, so I have one case and 4 other boxes already bought of Rage of Raw, and then when my locals get them, I like to support them, and then also I get Lost Art promos, and so I'll go down there and they'll probably, I meant to get my first case ordered for I think about $550, but I ended up getting it for $650. I missed out on the first. I missed out on the initial wave of ordering, so I kind of got in the second wave. So they jumped up to $650, and then yeah, I got 4 other spare booster boxes, and then I'll go to my locals and buy 2 or 3 and get a couple Lost Art promos and help support them too. But I'll probably open the case and then probably just keep the other 4 that I have spares just sealed. But it'll be interesting to see the demand on it'll be interesting to see the demand on that Ghost. I have my background is mechanical engineering. Yeah, so I think Rage of Raw, if they, there's all kinds of stories on why Toon Chaos is so hard to find. COVID, or they're just having shorter print runs, But if they print Rage of Raw as short as they do, if they print Rage of Raw as short as they do Toon Chaos, I think there will definitely be a shortage. Yeah, $5.15 is a good price. You could resell, and probably the profit you make probably buy the raw, but it's always more fun to open than to buy for sure. Yeah, there was a couple sites I was looking at, and I was like, no, I'll get it from the guy I normally get it from, and then it's still over a month away, and I messaged him like 2 weeks ago, and he said he'd already sold out. So I got lazy and missed the boat, and all the other sites are sold out too at a lower price. So yeah, so missed out, or I spent a little extra money, but you can't win them all. Like I won pretty well in Toon Chaos. I still have 4 sealed boxes, open an entire case, and am grading for the collector rares that I pulled, and all should be PSA 10 in my opinion. Numero Network is the best. Yeah, so Gamer Nerds, I tried to buy off them. They have like a case package. They had buy 3 boxes, buy 4 boxes, buy 6 boxes, and I was gonna buy off them, and it was this $5 cheaper than buying from the guy I normally buy from. I was like, I'll just buy from my normal guy. What have I been doing? And then by the time he told me he was sold out, that site was sold out too. So, all right. Well, if we're gonna pull it, we would have already pulled it in that last box. Yeah, Ghost get everyone excited. So. A lot of people thought they were going to do collector rares again in that set, but they're going to do collector rares in the newest set. Or sorry, not the newest set, the set that comes out in December. They're going to do 15 collector rares in that set. So I'm sure people will be hyped up about that set too. Alrighty. Well, not having much luck here in box number 8. We'll skip the top 4 though for now. I won't be too salty, but I'll be pretty salty. Oh, we missed. If it ends up being in like box 1 or something. And if you guys missed the first part and you want to go back and watch it or anything, the last live stream I did, it took until the next morning to upload right. So, so it's not like the video is just going to disappear. It'll just take, you know, until the morning or later with this one being so long. Because I think you can only live stream for so long too. So we might run into that. So if we do, then we do. But I'll try to speed up here. For some reason, I thought it was 2 hours, but I could be off on that one. All right. So those are the top 2, 3 boxes, 4 boxes. So we'll tuck them right in there. And we'll go with this box. All right. Can we pull both Starlights in the same video? Have to start shredding them. Nope. You'd be like, I was hoping you see. Yeah, I'm hoping for you know, better quality, but in the secondary market, if there is bad quality, then that just makes them even more valuable. And hiding 10,000 back there. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. If you pull a good quality one, then you kind of hope all of them are bad quality. But yeah, you'd think they could get their quality issues figured out, but they are just pumping out products so fast. It seems like that they're gonna have issues. And all right. So hopefully we can, man, these cards are all bent on the corner. Yeah, their quality control is definitely not what it used to be. But they're probably making more money than ever because they're probably printing them cheaper and still selling them for the same price and probably selling more than ever. So should just like rip open the front and not even take them out of the pack at this point. Man, these cards are dinged. So I kind of hope we don't get it out of this box because it seems like every pack. Yeah, I saw there was some like for 67 or something. I bought some from China that are supposedly going to get here in like 15 to 35 days after release. So I'm not really worried about opening those. As long as I get them, I'll just keep them sealed. So, but I got those just today for $50 a box. So hopefully I can actually get them and don't get scammed. The guy had 100% feedback. It was 4 boxes for, it was like $6 for the boxes and then like $195 shipping. So it was $201 for 4 boxes. And then I live in a state where I don't have to pay any taxes on eBay. So it was just $201. It wasn't any more than that. Woo! We're going flying. Luckily, I saw it, and it was not a ghost rare. All right. Not. Well, where did it go? Wow, way under there. Yeah, it's just a gladiator. Yeah. These packs definitely rip open. They rip open easier, but sometimes they get snagged and they just don't want to open too. But I'm glad that was Glad that wasn't anything valuable. Yeah, I used to live where it was 7%, and now it is much nicer. I can buy $900 booster box and it'd be $900 where it used to be almost $1,000. So I can afford to pay a little more than some people that are bidding on higher end stuff because I don't have to pay that extra fee. Yeah, or California, yeah, they got taxes on taxes. Numeron Network. Still not pulled that many. There's a cross sheep. I don't know. I'll have to go back through and. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. If you live in a state with sales tax, you got to pay that extra when buying, and then if you're selling, you pay so many fees to eBay or TCG Player or anything like that. Where, I mean, you gotta buy something at like 50% off to even make it worthwhile. There's a Numeron calling. Because I mean, you're paying 8% in sales tax, and then you're paying 10% to eBay and 3% to eBay and $3 or $4 in shipping, and I mean that really just eats into your profits really fast. I think every card in this pack had a bent corner, so. Yeah. I mean, I've bought and sold about $100,000 worth since I started recollecting. Pretty much net neutral on what I've put into it, so I have my entire collection as profit, I guess. I try to stay around neutral. I think I've probably got about 5 to 10K of my own money in it. So the amount I've spent in taxes, buying, and fees, selling, and grading cost on. I mean, I've graded over 1,000 cards, so probably average $10 a card, and any more that's the absolute low. I mean, that's probably $12,000 in grading fees. So, but I mean, it's worth it if the cards get 10s, and I try to only send 10 worthy cards. All right, so we've skipped the 4 boxes on top, so we're on the second level. All right, let's keep knocking over that bad boy. All right, so we are on, I think, only box. What are we on? Oh, we're on box 3 of the case. So, I mean, if we get to 2 hours and it cuts us off, then I'll just continue tomorrow, or maybe I can start one up right after that. I'm not sure how that works. Or if someone wants to Google and see what the maximum stream time is, I would think it would be longer than 2 hours, but for some reason 2 hours is sticking in my brain. There's no max time? Okay. Maybe it's 24 hours. I know there is a max, but I would think it'd be more than 2 hours. These cards are all bent on the corner too, so hopefully we do not. 12. Okay, yeah. Well, we're not going to be streaming for 12 hours. Yeah, Beckett, they're really looking to skim off the top there with that 2 and 5 day return. They're just gonna force more people to do 20-day. I just sent off 50 cards to Beckett for a 20-day. So I think I don't know if they even raised their price or not on the 20-day, but if they did, it was maybe $5. I'm so deep into PSA that at this point switching to another company would be a nightmare for me. I only do Beckett normally. 40 of these cards that I sent to Beckett are for my buddies in England, and then I normally do Beckett if I think it's off-centered, but it deserves a BGS 9.5. So that's like my normal card I send to Beckett. Or if I think it can magically get a 10, a Beckett 10. Dolfo, case 1. We got it. So we stopped opening boxes from case 1, and we are on case 2 in hopes to pull another one. But all these corners have been dinged. Whew. My shoulders are getting tired of opening all these packs. First world problems, I guess. Yeah, the PSA registry and all their features with that is really nice. Seeing all the different populations very easily. And most of the prices in there I've manually input to what I put because they're updated every so often, but this market's so crazy that they can't keep up, and I don't expect them to keep up. And sales on some of the cards don't happen often enough for them to even know, or me to even know. But it is a nice place to house everything I have. We're getting sloppy. We've dropped 2 packs now. Retrace. Oh, retract. Yeah, I don't know. That's like I've kept thinking the market was going to go down and down and down for years now. But it just miraculously keeps going up. New people keep coming in and supporting it. So yeah, PSA turnaround times are pretty bad. I did an espresso, which is $75 a card, and they actually entered it within like 2 days, and I actually got it back within a week. But I sent 2 other submissions with it, and used to they'd put, like if you sent something at a higher turnaround, they'd put in all your submissions at once, and then that would be your start date. But they only put my express in, and then my 2 other slower ones are probably just sitting on a shelf where they tape the box back shut, and so who knows when they're going to enter those in. And then one is a Yugioh special, so it's going to be probably 6 months, and then another one is the economy, so I think 20 to 30 or 50 days or something, I don't know. So it's going to be probably 2 months till I see it. All the ultras, I don't know what I'm doing with him. Numeron Network, he's gonna probably tell me to keep them, so these boxes are not mine. You guys can rewatch and hear the story at the beginning on why I have these boxes, but they're for a guy in Canada. But yeah, I hate doing express because I have to pay separate shipping, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a small price to pay to get your expensive cards back. All right, so we're gonna keep moving here. This is box 4. So we've not pulled a Chaos Emperor or a Invocation yet from this case. So we should be due for one of them anytime. My trash bag is getting pretty full over here with all these packs. This is definitely the most I've ever opened in one sitting. Anymore, I'm lucky to open like 1 box. All this stuff's getting way too expensive. It would be nice to just pull it here right off the get-go. Maybe if we don't pull it in this box, we'll alternate back and forth between the top layer and the bottom layer. Korean boxes are the future. Like current Korean or like reprint Korean, like LOB boxes, because those things were printed to the end of the world. Numeron Cullen. Yeah, the Ulti stamp is a killer for that era of ultimate rares. Sometimes they ignore it. I think they should personally, just because of how common it is. And really, you should grade the front of the card. I mean, how often are you going to look at the back of a card? I've also heard for a while now that they were reprinting, like, you know, Stardust Overdrive and the Duelist Genesis and all those packs, but I've not heard anything anything beyond that for like the last year probably. But that made a lot of people freak out about the price of unlimited ghost rares, but they've been doing well as of late. Man, all of these corners are bent. What would cause that? I don't know if I ever answered the question on what I'm doing with all these ultras, but I don't think he's gonna want me to send them to him, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'll probably go through and plug out all the $1 TCG player cards and sell them. But other than that, if someone wants to buy them in bulk for me and cover shipping, if he doesn't want them, then you can probably pretty much have them. Yeah. If you cover shipping and you can have them pretty much. Wow, I mean, look at every one of these cards has a corner ding. So hopefully, if we magically pull another one, it is not dinged. But the odds right now are looking about 50-50 on being dinged. But I think you could probably bend it back if you wanted to, but if we pull one and it's dinged, I'm just gonna put it in the top loader and he can deal with it. How many invocations? Only one. We've only pulled one invocation and one Chaos Emperor through, we've opened, is this box? 4 here, and we opened 8. So through through 12 boxes, one invocation. But there should be 2 a case. So we did not open all of them from the first case. So, but we might end up opening, I mean, this is box 5 when we've not pulled Chaos Emperor or Invocation. Yeah, I've heard 2 a box for Chaos Emperor and for Invocation. Or 2A. Yeah, 2 a case. Yeah, so, I mean, it really surprised me that those secrets are only, $25, because, I mean, you're spending, on 6 boxes, you're spending $500 or $600. Artifact Sanctum, I've quit yanking that one out. And you're getting, $15 worth of product because you're hunting for 1 card. All right, last pack of this box. Yeah, I know, yeah, pretty much Starlights are, yeah. I've pulled, here's your stat of the night. I've pulled as many 10,000 dragons tonight as I have invocations in Chaos Emperor dragons. or Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Archfiend. So yeah, equal part. See if we can get that to stand. All right, so we'll pull one more from the bottom here, and then we'll go. Well, if we don't pull anything in this bottom one, we will open a one from the top. If you guys have been watching all the way from the beginning, I appreciate you guys following along this entire time. Hopefully we can pull another Starlight here for you guys. All right, 4, 7. So this is box 5. Box 13 total. Yeah, hopefully we can pull another. We're getting to the point where, here, we'll just go ahead and scoot that back in there. We have an absolute amount of ultra rares. Start a new pile. Can we pull another 10K? Or can we pull a Utopia? I'd be happy with another Chaos Emperor at this point. I thought we'd, excuse me, for sure pull, 2 or 3 or 4 in this video, and we pulled 1. Maybe all the goodies were at the top of this case. All right, we're approaching 100 minutes here. 100 minutes of straight Battles of Legend opening, plus a small mail day. Yeah, it does kind of stink that they reprinted Collector Rare in Unlimited Edition, but I'm glad that they didn't do another first print run. So that'll always make the first edition of Toon Chaos a little more valuable with how short the run was. I went to many Targets and a couple Walmarts, and I never found any packs in the actual store. So they were definitely short printed, and my local card store was even sold out. So whew. Let's get that Utopia. Time stream. Yeah, it's just, you think out of a set, I mean, it's almost a 100 card set. You'd think there'd be something in this set worth more than, $30 other than the 2 Starlights. But there's just, I don't know, I guess there's nothing that's like really new that's not been printed before somewhere else. All right. I think this is, yeah, I agree. The Starlights are definitely keeping the price of this box up. But I think eventually the Starlights will have to come down in price too, and then these boxes, I mean, if they get down to like $50 or something, people will just hoard the boxes. Neuron Network. Still looking for our second invocation or Chaos Emperor. I pulled 2 invocations in 3 boxes, and I thought I had pretty bad luck, but now I realized that in my original opening when the set came out, but now I realize it was a very hard card to pull. All right, we got 2 more packs this box. Oop. Make you guys seasick, bouncing. All right, last pack of this box. Not a whole lot. Weathering Soldier. Okay. So that was box number 5. So we're going to yank one here off the top pile. Knock over 10,000 Dragon for about the 10,000th time. And get right into this one. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to ship it very well. I don't want it to get damaged or in the mail. 0 for 1. Let's at least pull a Chaos Emperor. Well, at least if we don't pull anything in this case, he still has 3 or 4 sealed boxes from the first 4 sealed boxes from the first case and the 10,000, so he won't be out too bad. Or, you know, I think he'll still be in the green. But if we can pull another Starlight, that would be epic. I don't know. I'm sure there's a video somewhere of someone pulling 2 Starlights from this set in the same video, but I've not seen it if there is. I'm glad we got the monkey off her back though. I would have felt really bad if we made it through all like the first case and like half the second one and we hadn't pulled anything. Skull King. Yeah, like, yeah, 2 10Ks in the same pack. See, like, I have never in my life, in any form of opening or casino or anything, been that lucky. Other than buying, you know, all the LOB cards I did back in 2016, I guess, but. Gezi, he pulled he pulled 2 LOB hollows in the same pack. Yeah, it was, I think he did it on Instagram Live. I don't know if there's still a video. Yeah, I don't know if you're lagging or if it was from me hitting the arm on my camera. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be my internet too. I have good internet, but for some reason this room is like a dead zone that I'm in, so. Hopefully it'll at least update. It should upload in 720p after the fact, so hopefully it does that. Hello, UG, if you're just joining. Powered Crawler. How do you get rid of your bulk? I mean, some of it I literally just throw away. I don't know if that's bad, but it's not worth my time sorting. Like this new stuff anyway, I don't think it'll ever have value, the bulk from this. But older stuff, especially if it's first edition, I'll sort out and sell to some buy list on some site or something. Skull Knight. But yeah, this stuff I'll probably just put in a box for now, and I'll sort through it when I get time and look at TCG Player to see if there's any ultras or secrets that are worth enough. Yeah, I guess if I put it on eBay and I have shipping enough to cover the shipping cost and 10% of the eBay fees, then it wouldn't be a bad idea. But I just don't know what anyone would do with all this. Skull Bone. All right, we got 2 more packs this box. Still no Invocation or Chaos Emperor. Numeron Calling. That's the 3rd best. Or no, sorry, 4th best Numeron Network, so it might not even be the 4th best. All right, so that box was about a dud. All right, we'll go one more off the bottom now. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about the current game, so for me to even come up with a core deck or whatever, it would just be... There you are. First pack of the box. So maybe good things will come in bunches and we will pull an epic Starlight in this box. So that was a first good pack, a good first pack, backwards there. But yeah, I just don't know anything about the new game to be able to, and then the time just to get everything together, just, you know, time versus money. What do you want to spend your time on? Do I want to spend my time on sorting bulk, or, you know, enjoying my free time, or doing something else that can make me more money? So you just gotta weigh your options in life, I guess. That's my advice on life, I guess. All right. So we finally pulled a second copy of the Chaos Emperor. When you say caseload, what do you mean? Like buy a sealed case right when it goes live. Like a full sealed case of 12 boxes. And then, yeah, I mean, you could buy that Rager Raw for $5.15. You could probably sell it for $7.50 or more already before it even becomes a thing. seems like all cases right now have just been booming. It is on YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! Prodigy. Was it Gazies? Yeah, the hype around Rage Raw is just going to be either pull the ghost or bust, probably, because it's going to be so open that everything else in the box is going to be just flooded. Some people bought a case for as low as $515, $530. I paid $650 for mine. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna buy a couple boxes in my card shop, and it'll probably be $80 or more, which is gonna be ridiculous. They say they're gonna do some Genzo stuff with Esperova from Battle City and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that old school Battle City connection to the anime as well. So I think it'll be a good set. I don't know playability wise, but for old collectors like me, I think it will be. All right. Numeron Network, so that's a good one to pull. Yeah, if you can get a case for $530, definitely pull the trigger, because that's what they were selling for initially. And if you can find one for me, send me a message on Instagram. I'll buy another one for $530. Numeron calling, so. Weathering Soldiers. So we started that box off with Chaos Emperor. So you pretty much knew after that you weren't going to get a whole lot. So, yep, we got 2 on the bottom. So we're going to yank off the top here. Got 10,000 there propped up, hopefully giving us some good luck. There we go. So if you guys have just joined, you can see there in the background, we pulled a 10,000 Dragon copy from case 1. So then I stopped opening case 1, and we got the in box 8 from case 1, and now we are on box 7 of case 2, but I've kind of skipped around on opening boxes. So this is one of the top 4 boxes in the case. So if there is a Starlight in this box, it is in a different box location. Numeron Network, all these corner dings, but I think you can flatten both those out. Like in a case like this, if you can buy them at pre-release price, I mean, this was probably maybe a $70 or $700 or $800 case at early release, or maybe even cheaper than that. I think it's a good investment. But buying a case now, like this guy, the guy that bought these, he got a pretty good deal for buying 2, I think. But if you're buying a case at like, what are these, like $90 times 12? I mean, if you're spending like $1,100 a case on these, no, I don't think it's a good investment. The earlier you can get them, the better off you're probably gonna be. Yeah, you paid $700. I paid $650. I don't think you're gonna find them any cheaper than that right now. But if you can magically find them for $530, yeah, please send me a message. I will buy. I'd probably buy 2. All right. Well, if we pull a Starlight, it's going to smack me in the face because I've not even really been paying attention to the cards at all. It's been pretty good at chatting, helping the time go along here. So I appreciate that for sure. Yeah, I can't believe someone's still selling at 530 and they still have cases available. They should for sure raise to 600 and they could still get bought out. I'd buy at 600. All right, well, we're getting down to the last 4 packs of this box. Let's find that second Starlight. I have never had any luck with blisters, and then I see people post on Facebook that they bought like 4 packs and pull a Starlight, and I'm just like, well, it's possible, but I do not have the blister luck. All right, we got a couple more packs in here than I thought. Let's pull the Chaos Emperor again. Blisters are, you can have like God pulls, or you can just literally just like, I mean, ratios go out the window. Oh, wrong pile. Doesn't really matter probably on a card like that. All right, Numeron Calling. So that's 3rd or 4th best card in the set. You know, $2-3, they all add up. And a Numeron Calling. So nothing too big in that box. All right, so we'll pull another one off the top here. So we have 4 boxes left. So this is 8 to 9. This is box 9, if I can do math. And hopefully, we at least, if we don't pull a Starlight, hopefully we get at least 2 indications out of these last 4 boxes. We've pulled none so far out of the first 8. I'll probably say that and probably pull one right here. No, Numeron Network, a good start. I have absolutely just piles and piles of cards around me. It's ridiculous. Wow, hold on. Look at these corners. Just absolutely boogered to death. So hopefully we don't have packs like, too many packs like that. Was this flipped like this, or did I do that? That will be interesting to see what was in that one. We're at 120, 2 hours. I'll have to come back and see if I did that or if it was put in backwards like that. Weathering Soldier. My stack's getting so high, I'm gonna keep hitting my arm on my camera. Push that over and start a new secret pile. Yeah, that's the Toon Chaos quality was horrible. New pile for secrets. All right, let's see what's in this. There's no way I put that in upside down and flipped. So hopefully there's something crazy in this one. Okay, let's, just for giggles, we'll do the card trick on this one. All right. Armored White Bear, nothing. Yeah, luckily all the CRs I pulled had decent centering. I'm really hoping for a 10 on Chaos Emperor, and then I sent in Toon Bookmark, Toon Harpy Lady, another Numeron Network. That's a nice pull. And Immortal Gearfried Phoenix. So I sent in four collector rares. Numeron Callings. This box is just full of Numerons. So hopefully I get at least 3 out of the 4 as 10s. If I had to pick one, obviously the Chaos Emperor, and then if I had to pick 2, Toon Harpy Lady. Wow, I can. Yeah, I would love to have got a BLS or a Stardust, but Ruxin and I opened all those, and then he opened a couple more on his by himself, and I opened a couple more. I think there's 15 collector rares, and I think we pulled 8, 9, maybe 11, and 11, and they were all different. We did not pull a duplicate, and we did not pull a Stardust or a Blackluster Soldier. He kept the Toon Blackluster Soldier though, and I kept the Chaos Emperor. So we split them pretty evenly, I feel like. And he kept Pot of Desires and Pot of Extravagance, and then I got a couple of the Toon cards which I wanted to grade and keep. So yeah, for sure on pulling duplicates, I'd always like variety over duplicates. Except in this case, I would not mind a duplicate of 10,000 Dragon. If I pull one, I might end up having to buy one off the guy. But that is a big if. Fossil Fusion. Let's move. We're playing with fire here, because if one tips over, they're all gonna go, I think. Yeah, let's see another one. We still got plenty of time to pull another one, but we're just talking along here, and it's just gonna happen in one of these packs. Well, this will definitely be the longest stream I ever do, I would think. Unless I do, yeah, even if I open Rage of Raw, there's no way I'll do something longer than this. Yep, I could not even get my hand on a blister, so another one flipped the wrong way, so something different, but nothing was in the first one, so I doubt anything crazy will be here in this next one. All right. Nothing there. 3 packs here, and then we got 3 more boxes. So 75 packs left to pull another Starlight. Yeah, 550 a blister is not terrible. I had my fun. I'd opened a case, and so I wasn't really on the hunt too much for any more of them. So let some other people pull some goodies. All right, so started strong there with a couple of Numeron cards, I think, but then we kind of struck out towards the end. So we'll get one of these out of this box. Here, let's just empty the box here. So box empty. See if we can get that. Yeah. It won't stay there though. Nope, not gonna stay. Maybe I can put it. Nope. My desk is too slippery. All right, doesn't matter. 3 boxes left. Can we pull a Utopia, or another 10,000. The Utopia is like in complete Chinese or Japanese, probably Japanese. So it'd be an interesting one to pull. So many ultra rares. Oh, yeah, maybe it is a made-up language. Thank you for correcting me. I guess one way we can tell, well, I won't be able to tell. I do not know Chinese or Japanese, but is if we pull one, we can look at it a little closer. Nothing there. We have still yet to pull an invocation. So out of these last 3 boxes, I would expect to pull 2 of them. I didn't quite see the question before it popped away. Something about how many in cases, but I didn't. Megatins are too recent for me. Nothing this fun to search for. I'm not opening any Megatins. I'm not buying any. All right. Let's pull an invocation. Yeah, I know Megatins have a lot of reprints of playable cards. They normally have like 300 cards in the set or something crazy, I think. So probably better just to buy the cheaper reprint than buy the Megatins and open them anyway. Dun dun dun, time stream. Yeah, if they start putting Starlights or Ghost and Megatins in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a case of the set that comes out in December that's got collector rares, just in case they do something crazy like put, you know, some GX ultis like Horus of Black Flame or something like that, or LOB Ultras as reprints, as collector's rares or something, because that stuff will get, I mean, if you throw LOB as a reprint in collector rare form, you'll be getting all kinds of old school collectors out of the woodworks. Yeah, if you put a Blue Eyes into collector rare, game over. That set's getting bought out in a day. All right, well, we haven't had a whole lot of luck out of this box. I don't think we've had any Numerons or Chaos Emperors or anything. Still looking for that first invocation out of this case. Fossil Fusion. Yeah, Fernando, forward me. I'm on Instagram, vintage_Yugioh. So send me a message on there. Yeah, if they put like if they put gate guard, like, what if they had so there was 22 secret rares between LOB through AST. What if they had 22 collector rares and all of them were the old secrets from the first original sets of Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah. Well, I don't know who you're talking to, Fernando, but I have Instagram. All right, well, this box is looking to be, yeah, thanks, Fernando. I will look at it once I'm done with this opening. Numeron Network, so that's about the first good pull we've had out of this box. All right, yep, I will, and Numeron Calling, if I am not, if I get a message request from you, I will accept. All right, well, we have 2 more boxes to pull another one. Can we do it? If we don't end up pulling one, I'm definitely glad we pulled them on the first case, because I'd be freaking out if we have not pulled one yet. I'd feel really bad. All right, there we go. There we go. 48 packs. Do we have what it takes? Let's rip it pack 1. We've pulled that one so many times. Watermelon, you better not buy them all out before I get in contact with them. We are still looking for our first invocation. That one has to be worth less than a penny, because I've pulled that one probably 100 times. Judgment, the Dragon of Heaven. Right, we're getting sloppy with our secret pile here. All right. Yep, September 25th. All ultras except for the Ghost Rare. Winged Dragon of Ra, which has already been released in Japanese, so you guys can get... I would think it looks similar to that, but I don't know. All right, well, hopefully we can get done before the 2.5-hour mark. I was hoping we could get this done in 2 hours, but this last case has been a bear. Yeah, I don't know if there'll be a whole lot worthwhile in the set besides a ghost, so it'll kind of be like a box like this, I think, where you're hoping for Starlight or bust. But I think there we have our second invocation. A little corner ding, but we can smooth that one out very easily. It's not really a ding, it's just a slight bend. But yeah, I think I'll enjoy some of the artworks even if the cards aren't worth anything, so I'll have fun opening it regardless of value. Yep, Jinzo support. Maybe they'll do a cool, like, you know, a couple different Jinzo artworks. But not, like, obviously not Jinzo, but yeah, if they did a Jinzo Ghost, people would go crazy over that. Well, probably not going to get anything in this box now that we got that invocation. So that was our first one of the case. So we pulled 1 Chaos Emperor and 1 invocation in this case. So that means unless we pull Chaos Emperor or invocation in this case and that case both, it's going to be less than 1 a case, which is pretty ridiculous in my opinion for just a secret rare to have a pull rate of 1 per case. But I'd like to pull a Utopia and say I pulled every card from the set in 1 opening. That'd be fun. Time Stream with a bent corner. A lot of cardboard has been opened tonight. It'll take me a while just to clean it all up. So we're probably down to about 30 total packs left. But all it takes is one. Oh, we are getting tipsy. Last pack of box 11 of case 2. Artifact Ignition. So yeah, unless we pull a Chaos Emperor and an Invocation out of this last box, we'll have only pulled one of them in this entire case. And we might not pull either of them, which means we've only pulled one per case. And you're telling me that they're worth $25 or $30. I don't see how there's, even if they're not playable, just the pull rate alone, how that doesn't drive the price up. So, all right, let me take a quick drink here, and then we'll hopefully finish strong. All right, so we got the box open, last 24 packs. Let's pull that Utopia pack 1 here and just end it. Boom, no. Not gonna get that lucky. We'll move our 10,000 over here. All right, and we have some last box magic here, guys. Danger Jackalope. Prime, we are on box 12 of 12 in case 2. Box 8 of 12 in case 1, we pulled this. So we are just hoping for bonus Starlights at this point. We pulled the big one. We got back-to-back pack arts in those 2 packs. The pack artwork, like the artworks in the set, are really cool, but they're just not worth a whole lot. Unfortunately. All right. Any pack could be the pack, though. Just goes to show you how hard these cards are to get, though. Numeron Calling, so about probably the 15th copy of that we pulled. Can we get at least a Chaos Emperor Dragon in the box? And then it seems like those two always go back to back and run network. I do kind of open side to side though, so I think they're kind of mappable where they put the better cards in the box in the same spot. On both sides, so that's how I opened Rise of the Duelist, and both secrets were in the same slot on the left and right side, so I opened Zigzag, and it was a pretty boring opening. Yeah, there's 12 booster boxes per case. So I've opened, this is the last booster box of this case. And then the first case, I opened 12 boxes and we pulled 10,000 dragons. So then I stopped and started on case number 2. So it looks like we're gonna finish here before 2.5 hours, which is pretty crazy that I've spent the last 2.5 hours of my life opening packs. But we have 6 packs here, but this case is coming to a close very fast. Can we have, it would be wild, absolutely wild, because I think it would have probably been one of the first booster boxes we would open if I just pulled off the top. But I don't think he'd be mad about pulling one versus striking out. There's 5 or 6 packs left here. Nope. Nope. All right. 3 packs. 3 packs. And we only pulled 1 Chaos Emperor and 1 Invocation out of this entire case. 2 packs. Nope. So we are for sure only pulling 1 Invocation or 1 Chaos Emperor Dragon. Well, there's supposed to be two per case on average. So let's last secret. What's it gonna be? Number C92. So that is gonna do it for that entire second case. Whew. Wow, we are done. All right, so an hour and 44 minutes pretty much. So let's go over the pulls we got of note. So in each case, we got 1 Chaos Emperor Dragon and 1 Invocation. But there are still 4 sealed boxes in the first case, so there's hope to pull 1 more or of each, or at least one of them. And then that was the pull we were hoping for there. So 10,000 dragon. There it is, printed in the description. 10,000 first edition. So that's pretty much gonna do it. I don't know what he's gonna have me do with the sealed boxes, so we might be opening those in another video. But for tonight, I gotta talk to the guy that these actually belong to and figure out what we're gonna do with them. So I appreciate the people that have watched from the beginning and have hopped in and out. Comment with anything you'd like to see. I'm gonna be doing Rage of Raw here in a month or 2, probably a case. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe for sure. And hope you guys enjoyed this 2.5 hours of streaming. I enjoyed opening the packs, so hopefully we can do something like this again. And as always, thanks for watching.